Stay low and steady in the blocks. Bounce out when the gun goes. High knees and strong arms. Go hard around the bend. Power into the straight. Hit the line hard.
Pictures in our mind do create various physiological and neuromuscular responses in the body. So what we do with imagery is we start to use this ability to create neuromuscular responses in a very purposeful, controlled way.
We know that if you use your senses, it activates the same bits in the brain as it would be if you're actually going to go and do it. So essentially it's kind of priming your head and the connections between your head and the body to be able to do the performance. It reinforces confidence, it reinforces that you're capable and that you've done the skill thousands and thousands of times and you're going to go out and you're going to do it again.
Athletes use the pictures the mind creates as a way of mentally preparing for their sport.
Visualisation for me is something that I use a lot and I think it's really important, even in training, not just in competition. It's good to visualise yourself winning, obviously, but in a training session, if you're feeling down or feeling tired and you let that overcome you and you think about that, that means your session is not going to be very good. But I try to visualise myself, you know, having a good run, having a good jump, and then what I want to come out of that. And I think that is so important, and I think that's what helps me get through my hard sessions.
Visualising myself in a certain situation and being able to control my thoughts and deal with my emotions without actually being there. We use the gold medal game at the Olympics. We visualise that we're there, what the crowd sounds like, our parents being in the grandstand, biggest game of your life, you know, televised for water polo athletes. It's all really big. If we actually get there, we feel like we've been there before and it's almost a comfort.
Visualisation doesn't replace real-life training, but it does recreate the same sensations by training the neural pathways in the body. A diver visualising the execution of a perfect dive is hardwiring the brain for when they actually do it.
Visualise yourself being the person actually attempting the dive or being able to see it like it's on a screen. Being able to see really clearly in your mind what you need to do or how you execute your dive every time you stand up there on the board.
If you're in the middle of a competition and you can stop and take a minute to kind of close your eyes and see yourself doing a dive, like see yourself going through all the different movements, you kind of have the feeling of the board, and like all those little aspects, it will kind of help you get more prepared and kind of increase your concentration on what you're about to do. In your head, going through a dive is going to give you more confidence, kind of boost your self-esteem, because if you can see yourself do it, then you start believing that you can do it, and then you're already positive when you get on the board.
There are no guarantees in sport, but athletes who are able to dedicate themselves to mental imagery and visualization and the required physical training are more likely to enhance their performance and achieve their goals.